morning and welcome to ZSU News, your weekly dose of zoo shenanigans. This week we have some major stories to cover, including the reorganization of ZSU, the winners of the competition, and much more. But first we continue where we last left off in our very first ZSU News. The competition to rehouse some animals from several closed zoos has concluded and the winners have been announced. The golden-headed lion tamarins will be rehoused to Discovery Wildlife Park, Rametgedi Animal Park, and Achterdijk Zoo. The red lionfish will go to Ashikaga Zoo, the lion-tailed macaques will go to Nuwara Elia Wildlife Park, and last but not least, the winner of the lions is Malangeni Zoo and Safari Park. Out of all the winners, our editors here at ZSU News personally thought that the habitat for the golden-headed lion tamarins at Achterdijk Zoo stood out from the rest. The University of Ghent is on a mission to find the skeletal remains of its former elephant. Betsy was the first elephant of the original Ghent Zoo in 1855. Like most animals back in the 19th century, she lived in a small concrete enclosure and was regularly fed cookies by the visitors of the zoo. When she passed away in the winter of 1887-1888, her skeleton was mounted in the zoo's museum. Since then, the skeleton was traded away for 5 elephant skulls instead. With the Ghent Zoo now reopening, the curator of the university's museum has made it his mission to find Betsy's skeleton once again. It is unclear where she is today. Some say England, some say Canada. The only thing we may know about Betsy is that she had a crooked jaw due to all the bad food she was fed by zoo guests. So if you ever happen to come across a weird-looking elephant skeleton, be sure to give Ghent a call.
Yum.
Missy good.
ZSU HQ is preparing for a major reorganization in the near future. In a short update video, the wonderful staff laid out their plans for the future. After the rework is done, ZSU will be divided into several regions corresponding with the regional stores. These regions will each have their dedicated server and administration to make the workload lighter and ensure a smoother trading environment for ZSU facilities across the globe. Each regional server will still be able to communicate with the larger ZSU community as a whole, and I'm pretty sure that management will make sure that regular events will still bring the entire community together on occasion. We here at the Havermeersen hope that the programs coordinated by apes will not be affected too much by this future reorganization. In an effort to improve their image, the controversial Danish Zoo Nibe Krokodille Zoo has opened up their graphical designer services to other ZSU zoos in need of a map. For $5 you can get yourself a map of your zoo with free updates every 3 months. Be sure to message Crocs if you are interested. We'd like to end this week's ZSU News with the conclusion of the murder mystery that unfolded at Lochhaven Zoo. While police officials are yet to come up with a suspect for the disappearance and likely murder of zookeeper Elida Garcia, a local investigative journalist may have cracked the case. In a controversial piece, Benjamin Carter, journalist for the Maryland Herald, accused the owner of Lochhaven Zoo of murdering Garcia. In an attempt to cover it up, the zoo owner invented an elaborate hoax, hoping to scramble the investigation by leading them on a wild goose chase. According to Carter, the current conspiracy theory climate on the internet was the perfect cover for a murder, and by introducing supernatural elements, the zoo owner believed he could get away with murder. Local police has yet to comment on the Maryland Herald's piece, but the local community is getting anxious about a possible murderer still on the loose. As far as we are concerned, it's an open and shut case. And with that, that was all for this week's ZSU News. We hope to see you again next week, and remember, wildlife conservation is the conversation.